Right. Hello everyone. My name's Brody, and today I'm going to be playing Fallout New Vegas. So, yeah, this is my first attempt at a kind of a YouTube format. Shout out to Ryley, my little brother. He's encouraged me to give it a go. So I thought it'd be fun to just record myself playing one of my favourite games and just kind of showcase it for anyone who's never seen it before. I reckon it's one of the best role-playing games out there. Okay. And I've played it many times, but I'll try not to interrupt anything, just in case anyone's never experienced it before. So for anyone who doesn't know, the basic premise of the Fallout series is it takes place after the nuclear apocalypse in America. And New Vegas in particular is about the Nevada area. And it's all about what societies have developed after the war, how people are still surviving, and how they interact with each other. There's Benny, the big boy.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Me?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid.
That's our platinum chip.
Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
I'm a bit upset that Benny's taken it.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Our character's now dead. That's the end of Fallout New Vegas playthrough. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, okay, never mind, the game seems to still be going. Must be some sort of bug. Okay.
You're awake. How about that?
Alright, we seem to have been resurrected by some sort of mystic shaman.
Oh, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Okay. My mother did not name me Courier, so for this playthrough, to keep it a bit interesting for myself and maybe for anyone who's played the game a couple times, I'm going to be going for a specific type of play style and ending. So I'll try not to spoil anything, but I'm going to be kind of a bad dude. Kind of inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2's Micah. But also by the Corpos in Cyberpunk 2077. So I think for our name we're going to go Micah Silverhand.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Yep,
I'm
it is.
Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay, now we have the opportunity to completely mould our appearance. I'd say we go for a very specific appearance that really just represents our character's ethos. Obviously, we have to go for the most evil looking hairstyle. Oh yeah, that's just straight up a bad dude right there. Platinum blonde comb over. I want it's a real, just greasy mustache. Greasy, yeah. Ooh, that's quite greasy. Yeah. I think he's perfect.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good.
Okay, thank you, Shauna.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Okay. I will now begin to rob the man who decided to resurrect me from beyond the grave. Because he actually disturbed the natural order of the world by bringing me back, so this is just retribution. I'm just gonna take everything he's ever owned
Looking good
and
so
accrued
far.
throughout his entire life.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Now we can customize our character's special stats. So, charisma. I think misanthrope is a very accurate descriptor. What I intend for this character. And yeah, 10 intelligence. We'll go... I don't want to be omniscient. I feel like that'll make the game too easy. It might lead to some spoilers. Agility, yeah, it's fun. And I like a bit of luck, because in this game you get the opportunity for a large amount of gambling. And I bump up our endurance a bit. Cool. I reckon that's looking good.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage.
I don't
Well,
appreciate
you know
that.
your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Alright, the shaman appears to want to determine if my dogs are still barking, so I'll take his entire library, all of his stationery, $14 bullets, exactly, and we will begin our psychoanalysis.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Kick.
House.
Fucking destroy.
Night.
Shroud. Knight, shining armor? Nah.
Bandit.
Yeah, bandits are fairly reasonable, I would say.
Light. Mother.
Yeah, I'd say human shield describes this character's mother.
Hmm. Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament.
I don't like what you're insinuating, Shaman.
Okay. Now I
I will
got a few
forgive you.
statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I disagree strongly.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Well, nah. You always need a bit of help, even if you're quite rude and evil.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Yes, please.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Any way of making a bit of dosh?
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yes.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
It appears to be a pattern of ink upon a white slide. Don't see that as an option. Yeah, it looks a bit like a chain.
Okay. How about this one?
It is a bit anatomy resembling.
Last one.
That's two bears high-fiving. That's just straight up two bears high-fiving.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright, so we get to pick our tag skills. So for this, yeah, I feel like guns suits this character most, because there's a few offensive weapon types you can choose between. So energy weapons, guns, unarmed, melee. But I feel like, yeah, just going around blasting people could be fun. And we want to be able to get into lots of lootable situations with lockpick. And Always like a bit of repair so you can maintain your prosthetic penis when it starts to degrade.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Good one. So we get to pick our traits, so these will affect us for the entire game. Wild Wasteland is extremely wacky and fun, so I will choose that. And I quite like Skilled, because minus 10% XP might seem bad, but because this game has a level cap, you'll get to the same point eventually, and you just have +5 to every skill. Have a quick peek to see if any others suit this character more. Order's quite funny. Is there bad natured? Don't believe so. Yeah. I have a certain set of skills.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
You shaman. Wait. I just realised we look like quite similar. Worried he might have reshaped my face to suit him. Like I'm some sort of Frankenstein's monster. Which would have been fine if he'd asked first. Like, I could be amenable to that sort of behaviour, but without consent, it is mildly concerning. Which is why I will be taking all of his worldly possessions. Okay, he's turned on the enhanced gravity field. He's detected my theft. He's trying to slow me down. Unfortunately for him, I can just continue to walk. There's actually no way of stopping me at this point, so I don't know why he's even tried. Just drank out of his toilet accidentally, which is not what I meant to do, but I'm gonna live with that mistake for the rest of my days. Okay, just take a few of his kitchen supplies. Just take the steak right out of his oven. All his food. Yep, take the detergent to probably ingest later at a time of my discretion. Enhanced gravity. It's like being on the surface of a slightly larger planet. This hat will shield my delicate head. Yeah, and the thing I like about this game is your skills really have an impact on how you play the game. So, because we have a higher repair skill than 25, we can repair this submachine gun and take it with us. And because our science is pretty good, we can make some drugs. Which might allow us to gain mystical powers akin to this great shaman's wisdom. That would be lovely, but I don't know if he'll allow that.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this.
Oh, thank you.
They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Yeah, please don't go through my face and rearrange it to exactly resemble your own.
Didn't have much choice, I'm afraid. But I understand the sentiment. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
And do we want to play in hardcore mode? So, yeah, it just adds like survival mechanics. It doesn't actually make the game that much harder. And it says you'll receive a special reward if you finish the main storyline, but that's just an achievement, which I have already gained, so no thank you, Shaman. Please do not curse me any further. Okay. Now that I've stolen his likeness, or it's been behooved upon me, yeah, so we can use this beautiful Pip-Boy to look at our gear. Thank you, game. I know how weapons work. So yeah, we've got a couple. There's some I picked up around Doc Mitchell's place, and most of them are from DLC packs, so you get a bit of loot at the start of the game. And we can choose what clothes we want to wear. I think we want to put on that beautiful hat to hide our comb over until we can find some sort of prosthetic hair. And put on some lovely glasses. And we've got an armoured jumpsuit. How lovely. Okay. Yep. That's an incredibly greasy looking character. Let's make our way into the wasteland. Ugh. Now we get notified about a bunch of radio signals infecting our Pip-Boy, trying to get us to go to places. So they're basically just telling you about the DLC. Yep. DLC, cool. Yeah. So immediately we see our first enemy, a killer robot, is attempting to take over the town. Okay, more DLC. Take that. So now I'm going to read this book to absolutely waste it because it was actually a magazine. I'm a fool. I'm used to playing Fallout 3, which doesn't have magazines. So yeah, the difference is magazines are temporary skill bonuses, but books increase your skills permanently. More DLC. Okay. We're now going to slowly make our way towards this general store to immediately pawn off all of Doc Mitchell's possessions. Because that's just the kind of greasy thing that, what do I call it, Micah Silverhand would do. The killer robot will wander off into the wastes, never to be seen again, hopefully. Greetings, my good man.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Alright.
Can do.
Let's see how much we got. Mouth. Haul. I will keep my bobby pins, thanks. You may have all of these miscellaneous supplies. Okay, we are now selling probably an entire encyclopedia collection. Not sure what this man will do with it. We'll use it as toilet paper. Vault 13 canteen, you want to keep that? It doesn't really matter because I'm not on hardcore mode, but It's a unique item. Alright. We'll sell these disgusting clothes that we pulled out of Doc Mitchell's house. Are there any weapons we want to sell him? No, I don't really need a knife. We've got a machete. Alright. Yeah, I might buy some ammo off him. Like some 9mm shotgun shells. Heal.
Thanks.
Now, we need to track down the man who shot me in the face because I think it'll be quite surprising for him when he sees me alive.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Okay. Thanks for telling me that.
Take it easy now.
Now that we've done some legitimate trading, we should, I reckon, just rob this man. All of his possessions. He's got incredible peripheral vision. Okay. I think he's got some sort of mirror set up. Like that. Alrighty. Now, Shaman Mitchell said we should go see Sunny Smile. She'll tell us how to not die of exposure in the desert. It's the most powerful character in the wasteland, Easy as Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
How'd you get your name?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You know where I can find that greasy rat piggy swine, Benny?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Oh, he's got information about the killer robot.
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Bit like you. Get wrecked, Easy Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
If Easy Pete heard what I just said, he would obliterate me instantly.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Shaman Mitchell told me to come see you about not dying of exposure.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Oh my. Whatever you say, mama. Alright. I'll be taking this magazine. And this whiskey. So Sunset Sarsaparilla is the most valuable liquid in the wasteland. It can heal any wound. And it's kind of like Phoenix Tears from Harry Potter. Right, so now we get to see the hacking minigame. So you got to try and figure out the password to this terminal. And you got 4 attempts. So dancing is not it, but 3 out of 7 of the letters are correct and in the right place. So we've got to find one that has 3 letters in the same place and that are the same. So ING, ING. Yep, that's it. We get a bit of XP. How delicious. So we can unlock the safe and take a fat amount of loot. Hello.
Howdy.
Okay, so, what an illustrious little inn. I won't be stealing everything from here because don't feel like it, to be honest. Sunny Smiles needs to educate us.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Oh, gee, okay,
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Oh, thank you, Sunny.
No shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
I'm already dehydrated.
I gotta go chase geckos
Do you have a
away from
chapstick?
our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yes, please.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Yes, Cheyenne. Very cute. Noble companion to accompany us on this adventure. And you see, she hasn't commented on how greasy our character is. I think that's actually due to the fact we have this protective hat, which is kind of like shielding her from our comb-over's power. It's very fortunate for us, because to really become Micah, we have to ingratiate ourselves with the townsfolk and then betray them. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll repair this up a bit. Get ready to do some shooting. Where are we going, Sonny?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Ah, yes. She's read The Art of War.
Okay, you're on. Go give them hell.
Alright, well, geckos, they're just like tiny little lizards, so not sure why I need to sneak up on them, but oh my goodness, they're humongous. Okay, get obliterated. So I'll take the still dripping viscera to sell to the townsfolk. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. How did I do?
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Oh, caps. That's... can't resist.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Come on.
Ooh, nice shot. Okay, this gecko is scaring me. It's doing some mystical things. We'll enter that. Target the most vital organ, which is the left foreleg. What are these geckos doing? They're terrifying me. You okay down there? Oh no, look out!
Well, that's the end of that. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Yes. So, we've completely fooled and gaslit this entire town into thinking we're a decent human being. Step 1 of the plan. Complete. Now to get some validation from Sunny.
Now that was some good work.
Oh,
Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
well, we've got water, we've got caps. Pretty much an unstoppable god at this point, so no thanks.
Okay, say no more. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
So, Sunny has given us the name and address of the town's leader. She's full on doxed them. Right. So, I think we'll leave it there for this little segment. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just doing this in case anyone wants to watch it and they've never seen New Vegas before. Maybe they can't play it at the moment. But I wanted to share one of my favourite games and hopefully someone gets a kick out of it. So we'll be back with our evil, greasy, platinum blonde comb over, scraggly mustache looking ass, just disgusting man next time.